Well, good evening, everybody. Steve Montelli here, and welcome to my wallet review channel. The past weekend, I have been playing with this new acquisition. This is a wallet from Etsy, from Kyle Pitts Leather. I believe it's in Minnesota. Kyle has been doing this for not too long now. He's still perfecting some of the techniques, come to find out. But this is a real unique wallet, and I really like the way it was laid out on Etsy. It was very geometrically laid out, very pretty. The lines were all perfect, and it really looked nice. And I do like the wallet, but as you can see at this point, at least I can tell you, this is not the wallet that came in the mail, and this is where the story comes in. I got the wallet last Friday, and I had just finished having Italian food, and in my zeal to put my stuff in the wallet, I'm on my way to Best Buy, and the Italian food part comes in here in a second. So I'm sitting in the parking lot at Best Buy, and it's still in the envelope, and I really want to put my stuff in it. I hadn't really looked at it yet, so I open it up, I take my 6 cards and my cash out, and I put it all in the wallet. And I'm pushing it in because it's a little bit tight because it's new leather. It needs to be broken in. And I'm working the money down inside here. And I look at my hands, and they're turning kind of an orange-brown color, and I'm smelling this funny smell. And I didn't really associate the smell with the hands right away. I thought that I had gotten some of the bread had this kind of an orange butter kind of thing on it, the Italian bread. And so I thought I'd got some on my fingers, and I hadn't wiped my hands off good, and that's why my hands were all kind of orange, and I just hadn't noticed it. Well, come to find out, upon further inspection of the wallet sitting in my car in the parking lot of the Best Buy, the wallet had been dyed. And Kyle uses some kind of an oil-based dye on the wallets. And in my exchanges with him over the communication function in Etsy, he told me that he was still kind of working out the dye issue, and the wallet had to get broken in a little bit before the dye would quit rubbing off, but he was still working on that. But I like the wallet, and let me show you the thickness. Now, you know that I am the guy that's against any kind of thick wallet, and I will just complain vociferously about any thickness of the wallet. But this I really have no complaints about, because I like this one. I do like this wallet despite its backstory here that I'm about to tell. So anyway, I put all my stuff in it, and I finally figure out that this is dye coming off on my fingers. And so I said, well, this isn't going to work. So I take it home, and I proceed to give it the full Montelli treatment, shall we call it. I fill the kitchen sink with soapy water, and I take the brand new leather wallet, which it wasn't real cheap. I mean, this was it was a $50 item, and I stick it in the water. Right now, if you've seen any of my other videos, this is not the first time I've stuck leather wallets in the water to shrink them down. I've done it with the Colonel Littleton's, just the regular front pocket wallet, to shrink that down. Anyway, so I stick this in the soapy sink water, and I proceed to work this thing like a dirty pair of socks. For 5 minutes, I'm squeezing and twisting, and I'm getting every bit of dye out of this thing I can. And so, yeah, it's coming out. The water's turning kind of an odd color, and I'm sure that it's going to be penetrated into my skin, for at least a couple of weeks when I get done with this. If you'll also notice something else, just a quick little thing here before I continue on with the dye part of the story. See this stitching right here? That did not come with the wallet. What a surprise. That had to be added later, but I'll get to that. So I am kneading and twisting this wallet. I get all done. I rinse it out with clean water, and I throw it in a 200-degree oven for about 20 minutes. That's my standard protocol for shrinking a leather wallet back down, is get it soaking wet and then throw it in the oven for about 20 minutes, and it'll shrink back down. So I did that. It dried out. Then I stuck it in the sun for a couple hours to, shall we say, cure the leather a bit. I get all done with that, okay? So now I've got it to the point where there's no more dye coming off on the outside of the wallet. And I like the weathered look of the wallet. It looks like it's been carted around for, a couple of decades. But now I go to put things back in the wallet. And let me show you this. This was kind of a interesting little revelation. You see how I have the money folded once and put in like that? Well, when I first got the wallet, the money fit the regular way, like this. Okay? When I got done giving it the Montelli treatment, if I line that up and I pull the wallet out, you'll note that the money no longer fits in the wallet. Well, surprisingly, the wallet had shrunk down. So, I was okay with that. I was okay with that because I can fold it. I can fold the bills in half. I can put them in one side like this, and it's still okay. I can live with it because the wallet is such a cool handmade item. Now I go to put the cards back in. I only have 3 cards on each side. I really think any more cards, and I would, have a little cerebral aneurysm about the thickness of the wallet. I mean, I can live with it this way just because it's such a cool, patinaed little wallet. But when I put the cards back in, I had to push a little hard to get them in because these pockets were also shrunk down. And the stitching on both these edges sort of gave out. See, it's got the real leather stitching here that Kyle did when he made the wallet. And it's got the Steve Montelli stitching right here when I fixed what I had sort of popped open putting the cards in. Now, I must say that I feel bad about this, and I ordered a leather sewing kit from an eBay vendor, and I should get that in a few days, and I am going to clip these things out of here like a doctor removing stitches at an urgent care. I mean, these things are coming out, and I'm going to put the real thread back into these holes here and see if I can figure out how to sew it down like this without going over the outside like that, because, this is not a good sewing job. And but it's a good sewing job in that the wallet's holding together now. So that's kind of, that came out all right. I mean, I'm not upset about that, but I really, the wallet has such a weathered look. It's like it's been carried, as I said earlier, for a couple of decades. The dye is not coming off on the finished parts of the wallet any longer. On the unfinished inside, the dye is still rubbing off a little bit, but it's not bad. It's not bad. It'll all rub off on the money eventually, and that'll be taken care of. But this is what has been occupying my time Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and really not too much of today. But I really gave this wallet a custom look, shall we say. And I gave it some custom features that Kyle had not put into the wallet when I received it in the mail. But I will put the link to Kyle's Etsy shop down there in the description section. But yeah, it's an Etsy thing, Kyle Pitts leather, with a bit of customization from Steve Montelli. And I like the wallet, and that's about it. Thanks for watching.